Hello from the Cannes Film Festival first. It's been 20 years since he's been here. Kevin Costner is presenting his beautifully shot Horizon, an American saga that he directed, co-wrote and stars in. It's a monumental 4-episode project about the conquest of the American West. There's an impressive period detail and a talented cast, including Sienna Miller.
I don't know why it was so hard to get people to believe in the movie that I wanted to make. I've made movies before, you know. Don't think my movie's better than anybody else's movie, but I don't think anybody else's movie's better than mine.
You use that much this year?
Haven't had much need of it yet.
Looks like we got ourselves a bad man right here.
Next, described as her best big screen role for decades, Demi Moore is presenting The Substance. It's a body horror with a feminist take. Moore plays a fading Hollywood star whose career is set to be axed by misogynists when she's offered a secret new medical procedure. Directed by French filmmaker Coralie Farjat, it co-stars Margaret Qualley and Dennis Quaid. It had the audience laughing, wincing and gasping in disbelief.
Have you ever dreamt of a better version of yourself? Younger, more beautiful, more perfect. One single injection unlocks your DNA, starting a new cellular division that will release another version of yourself. This is The Substance.
Here's Demi Moore and Dennis Quaid talking about the questions the film raises about men and women.
This was about the male perspective of the idealized woman that we have bought into as men. This newer, younger, better version gets an opportunity, and she still repeats the same pattern. She's still seeking this external validation.
I just love being a part of this. I really did. I realized that I was kind of playing the embodiment of that male version, which is just cold-hearted. You know, that's the way the world is. The world seems cold-hearted.
But I don't want to say that we're anti-men. We're just anti-jerks.
That's the wonderful thing. Exactly.
Next, then, to another body horror feminist comedy called The Balconettes. It's French actress Naomi Merlan's first film as a director. In the film, 3 friends embark on a journey of revenge against the patriarchy. France 24's Louise Dupont has been speaking to the cast, who have a famous fan, Eva Longoria.
How are you?
I love them.
We love you.
We love you more.
Yes, we love you more.
Bye.
Bye.
It's not bad being dubbed by Eva Longoria.
Incroyable.
Hello to all 3 of you.
Bonjour.
Oh wow, the star pupils.
We're delighted to have you with us to talk about the film The Balconettes, which we loved here at France 24. But first, perhaps a word on the Cannes Film Festival. Naomi, I'll start with you, because we remember how Portrait of a Lady on Fire by Céline Sciamma in 2019 went down here. It was a big moment for your career.
It's true that it was a really powerful moment. The projection of the film, the enthusiasm in the theatre, everything started from there. Without this film, the film that I made today wouldn't exist.
And what about you, Sandra and Suella? What does Cannes mean to you, and what does it mean to be here?
It's the biggest festival in the world. It's a dream to be able to present a film, and at the same time, it's a chance, an opportunity. Those who are here love cinema, so it's incredible, right?
Absolutely, Sandra Codernot. I completely agree with you. I already came here several times, with Gaspard Noé, in particular for Climax. But this is the first time that I've presented a film in the Lumière Auditorium.
That's right.
So there was huge excitement, a lot of pressure and joy.
Oh là là, je suis excitée là. Rien que d'imaginer sa petite courgette là. Il est en slip. Oh putain, il est en calbar, il est en calbar. Il m'a envoyé un message. Il m'a envoyé un message.
There are a lot of plot twists.
There are lots of plot twists.
We won't give them away. We can also say there's laughter, tears, and a lot of blood. Noémie, you play with these cinema codes, with film genre. You go from gore to comedy. What did that do for you?
Actually, I needed to do that to free my characters. There was something cathartic about using genre and gore. At the same time, with the absurd and comic, it's a tone that already existed from the beginning of our friendship. And when we began speaking about our trauma and the like, we could only do it through that type of humor, because that allowed us to distance ourselves, to take control of our own stories, to move forward, to bring color into our lives. And also making fun of the aggressor is like a weapon for us. So that mix of genres seemed obvious to me. It was there from the beginning.
Pardon, excusez-moi, bonjour. Ça vous dérangerait pas de nous aider? C'est très très lourd. Merci.
A word nonetheless about the men in the film whose fate is slightly dramatic. It's a very radical way to deal with feminist issues. Is it essential given that more people are speaking out?
That's how I wanted to tell it. I didn't want anything politically correct. I didn't want to make a film where we say, but not all men. We already know that. Here we're talking about women. We're talking about aggressors, small acts of violence, assault, rape, and how we free ourselves from that. Nothing is sugar-coated. I find this type of radicalness interesting because it allows us to tackle the issues head-on. Humor, I think, I hope, creates a dialogue.
This radicalness is also deliberate in the screenplay. And it makes the film marvelous and very funny, I hope.
Really funny, I can agree with that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the film and enjoy the end of the festival.
The Japanese animation powerhouse Studio Ghibli is making history with an honorary Palme d'Or at Cannes. It's the first time the honour has been given to a group. The studio is the creative home to Hayao Miyazaki, arguably the most admired living animation director. René Lefort made this report.
In my films, I represent the ideal human being, the one I would have liked to become, the one I would have liked to meet and see on Earth.
It's okay, May. He'll be here soon.
When I was young, I wanted to be a philosopher because I was preoccupied with all the world's problems. It's a difficult time for girls just before puberty. I wanted to reassure them. Look at Chihiro. She's not particularly pretty or courageous, but with a bit of effort, she overcomes every obstacle.
The Tales of Terama was a project my father had abandoned. He was against me directing it, but it was the producer who decided.
So we'll leave you with David Cronenberg's new film, which is called The Shrouds. It stars Vincent Cassel and Diane Kruger. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow from the Cannes Film Festival.
You own a restaurant in a cemetery. That says something, don't you think?
I'm part owner of the cemetery, too. It's kind of a showcase for my business. Does that say more?
Well, I think that the decor in here says something, although I'm not sure what. Those ominous, metallic ninja things.
Those are the shrouds.
Shrouds? You mean like burial shrouds?
Yes. I invented them